I want to start with a game segment. I have a picture here of one of the widest freeways in the world. This is the Katy Freeway in Houston, Texas.
Right.
And this was notoriously congested. And every single time the proposed solution was, we'll just add one more lane and that's going to solve the problem.
One more lane will fix it.
One more lane, one more lane, one more lane until it started looking like this. So for the first game, I would like you to unpack the story behind this picture. Did all that expansion finally solve the traffic congestion?
So great question. And I love that you started with Katy Freeway in Texas because it's really an urban horror story. But it's a very useful one because it teaches us about something that in urban planning we call induced demand. And induced demand in essence is when you make driving easier, cheaper, or faster. What that does is it encourages people to drive more, to drive further, and to travel at different times. So you solve a demand problem with only one supply tool, and over time, that road becomes congested. And in the case of Katy Freeway, adding 13 lanes in each direction at its widest, it's actually 26 lanes. And the latest expansion cost something close to $3 billion, I believe. And the best telling statistic about Katy Freeway is that after they expanded the road, reaching 26 lanes, travel times by car became worse. So it made traffic and congestion worse after you expanded these lanes. I always link it akin to solve, for example, if you overeat and you loosen your belt, loosening that belt will help you feel better for a little bit, but it doesn't solve the underlying issue, which is overeating. So the Katy Freeway is the same. I mean, what ended up happening after they expanded the roads and spent all this money is that travel times in the morning peak became 30% worse. So your travel time and how much time you spent in traffic increased by 30% in the morning and 55% in the evening. And so this is a very classic example of adding more lanes does not lead to better transport solutions when it comes to cars. And so for me, something that would have been way more efficient, taken up way less space and moved more people was if they had, for example, a solution of a high-speed rail or a metro or something akin to that can move people faster, take up less space, and is more convenient. So this is, again, an example of where you reach the limitation, really, of what roads can do. And we understand this limitation very, very clearly from an example like Katy Freeway.